I'm here because I am a roaring lion crying out, righteousness. Pick up on this. God told me, his name is Jesus, by the way. God told me that Donald John Trump is the trigger of the tribulation. And he has signed on to be the servant of Satan. That Donald John Trump is the trigger of the tribulation. Now, you don't have to believe that. All you got to do is just look around and see what he's doing. That Donald John Trump is the trigger of the tribulation. And MAGA are disciples of the servant of Satan. Every person that supports Trump, and Trump's job is to destroy America. His job is to destroy the democracy. Trump want to rob everything he can rob out of the treasury, out of poor people. He's going to take the pennies out of poor people's eyes. He wants to get all that money, he and Elon Musk, and it'll just be him and a few other billionaires, but nobody else will have anything. And that's how dumb and stupid he is. But let me say this to you. MAGA, they are disciples of the servant of Satan. Let's put it this way. Trump said that he could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and his supporters would not flinch. They wouldn't blink an eye. They'd still love him and pray for him. And they will. But every MAGA member from the youngest to the older, all of them know that Trump is a vile psychopath, that he is a cankerous, if you will, that he is a bloody, if you will, that Trump is a despicable individual. They know that. They never denied. They know that. They know he is a lying con man, a rapist who can't please women and just one-on-one sex. He can't please a woman. That's why he's got 4 or 5 different wives. He can't please a woman. Since he's a little boy, he's been unable to do it. And all MAGA, every last one, even the little children, even the children of the MAGA people, even their children know Trump is a vile, despicable. But here's what they've done. God has sent upon them a spirit of delusion. God has sent upon MAGA the same way he has set on the world a spirit of not knowing we're in the tribulation. God has sent upon MAGA a spirit of delusion. They're all in delusion, one and all. They know that Trump is vile. They know he's a liar. They know that. Just like Trump said, that if I shot somebody on Fifth Avenue, they know he's a shooter, they know he's a killer, but they don't flinch. They still stick with him. Even if he kills your grandmama, they're going to stay with him. Well, they know he's a shooter, they know he's a killer, they know he's a grandmama killer. But they also know he's despicable. They also know he's a psychopath. They also know he's a rapist. They also know he's a con man. They also know he is a vile, stinking individual. They know it. They also know that he's going to dump them. Here's the analogy God gave to me, if I can get this right now. Here's MAGA, every last one of them, from the oldest to the youngest. Here's MAGA, the supporters of Trump. Here's the whole MAGA, 30 million of them. Here's MAGA. Here's the example of MAGA. So a man goes to the bathroom and he poops in the bathroom. There's no toilet paper. There are no loose cloths or rags or anything. There's only brick and porcelain. And so to clean himself, he uses his hand because there's nothing else. So he cleans himself with his hand. Now, he doesn't want to do it, but he cleans himself with his hand. Then he gets up from pooping and he doesn't clean his hands. His hands that he used to clean himself when he pooped, he doesn't clean it. Then he goes and gets in bed with his wife and he begins to touch her. He begins to wrap his hands and arms around his wife, the unclean, pooped on hands he wraps around his wife. And he doesn't ever wash his hands. Well, the Lord said to me this morning in prayer that that's what MAGA is. They know that Trump is poop. They know it. They know that Trump is a diarrhea poop. They know Trump is poop. And they put their hands into the poop to support Trump. Then they don't wash their hands when they hear the truth. They don't clean themselves from Trump. They don't clean themselves up for that vile, despicable orange-haired orangutan, that liar, that con man, that rapist. They know he's poop, and they put their hands in the poop, and yet they don't wash that. Then they go touch their wives. They want their wives and their children to be a part of the poop as well. They don't clean their hands. They put their poop hands on their children and on their wives. That's MAGA. That's what God said. That's MAGA. That's MAGA. They got poop on their hands, and then they touch their wives with the poop. They touch their children with the poop. They touch their cars. They touch their preacher with the poop. They know it's poop. But they know Trump is poop. They know Trump is a loaf of poop. They know he is, but they don't wash their hands. They could easily, well, they couldn't easily, but one would reasonably think that since you know he's poop, because they do the same way if Trump shot somebody on Fifth Avenue, well, they know he shot him, but they don't change the poop. They know Trump can shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and it don't make a bit of difference. They know that Trump is poop and it don't make a bit of difference. They know he's poop. And they wipe their hands, and then they want to touch their wives, and then they want to touch you. MAGA. That's exactly what God said about him. You don't like it? You don't have to. But that's who you are. Your leader is poop. And you put your hands in him. Now you want everybody else. You want your wife. You're putting your poop hands on your children. You're putting your poop hands everywhere else. That's right, Lindsey Graham. No, but Lindsey Graham is not right. MAGA. Lindsey Graham is just a Ted Cruz. They're just freeloaders trying to hold on to their job. But because they at least give assent to poop, and Trump is poop, they give assent to him, they got poop on their hands as well.